Welcome back to Video Evidence presented by Crime Fiction Lover. Have you read all the Thursday Murder Club books? Are you craving more high-quality cozy mysteries while you wait for the next edition, which seems likely to come out in 2027? If so, then this could be the video for you. We've brought together 10 of the best series to read if you love the Thursday Murder Club. Richard Osman's books have revived interest in crime novels centered on older protagonists and have made cozy crime fiction one of the drivers of book publishing over the last few years. Who doesn't love mysteries solved over a good cup of tea, a game of cards, some pastries, with perhaps a little gardening when the sun's out? But Osman didn't invent the cozy genre. And while some of the series we'll talk about here were perhaps inspired by his books, others were around long before the Thursday Murder Club was even a twinkle in the eye of a game show host. Before we get going, I want to credit my colleague Erin Britton, who did 90% of the research for this video and is our resident cozy crime expert. Watch the video and keep an eye on our website, because we're going to give you the chance to win every book on this list in a gala competition. Now, let's start things off in the best way possible with a trip to Italy. The Bar Lume Series by Marco Malvaldi. When I first learned of the premise behind the Thursday Murder Club, it reminded me straight away of these novels. We reviewed the first, Game for Five, way back in 2014 on Crime Fiction Lover. Translated from Italian by Howard Curtis, these stories focus on four retired folks who love hanging out at a bar owned by Massimo Viviani. They chat, gossip, play cards, and sometimes get involved in solving local crimes, using their wisdom and insight to show why older people needn't be pushed to one side. Light-hearted, a strong sense of place, sunshine and good humor, these are the things you'll enjoy here. Start with Game for Five. We'll put a link to purchase each of these books in the description with this video. The Fethering Mysteries by Simon Brett. Simon Brett isn't as well known as Richard Osman, but he is a veteran crime author with a stellar reputation. There's nothing cozier than a sleepy English village just like Fethering, where we meet reserved widow Carol Seddon and her bohemian neighbor, Jude Nichols. They form a detective duo in this long-running series which features intricate plots and explores the tensions and tribulations of life in a small, out-of-the-way community. It has a distinctly British vibe, and it all begins for Jude and Carol in time-honored fashion with A Body on the Beach, which is the title of the first book in the series. Grab it and you won't regret it. The Dog Sitter Detective Books by Anthony Johnson. Here comes the quiet life again. Here we meet Gwynnie Tuffle, whose route into sleuthdom begins when she starts dog sitting. Because looking after someone else's pooch could let you in on all the foibles and faux pas of the people you know, and maybe even some criminal activity. You'll enjoy these for their engaging plots, gentle humor, dogs of course, and reflections on how life changes and how we change with it. Start with The Dog Sitter Detective, which came out in 2023. Her Majesty the Queen Investigates series by S.J. Bennett. I'm not sure King Charles would find fulfillment later in life by solving mysteries, but S.J. Bennett's conceit is that his mother, Elizabeth II, may have done. Our late monarch is observant and discreet, carrying out some clandestine sleuthing to unearth criminal elements in the realm because, I suppose, off with their heads just wouldn't cut it these days. It's a different twist on the elderly detective trope that begins with wins or not. The Miss Hortense Mysteries by Mel Pennant. A wonderful fictional creation, Hortense is a retired nurse and avid gardener of Afro-Caribbean descent who lives in a Birmingham suburb. She's an older sleuth with a strong sense of justice, and Mel Pennant fills the novels with cultural detail and an exploration of community, identity, and belonging. The Miss Hortense series proves again how crime fiction is home to so many different perspectives, bringing humor and social commentary alongside good mysteries. It begins with A Murder for Miss Hortense, which came out last year. The Vera Wong Mysteries by Jesse Sutanto. Now I think is a good time to visit San Francisco, where we meet Vera Wong, a tea shop owner who is perhaps a little nosy, but knows how to crack a complex murder case. Vera's work is self-initiated when she finds a body in her tea shop and decides that the best person to investigate is herself. The matriarch in her family, she's formidable and persistent. I'm not sure if in your face is quite the right phrase, but she'll get on a suspect's case a little bit like Detective Columbo. Start with Vera Wong's unsolicited advice for murderers. At this point, not a murder mystery trope, but a YouTube trope, as I get down on my metaphorical knee and beg you please, if you're enjoying this video, please like and/or subscribe. There's lots more where this came from. Sorry now, let's get back to the mysteries. The Marlow Murder Club books by Robert Thorogood. Here's a good one. And like the Thursday Murder Club, you may have seen it on television. Marlow is a real place in Buckinghamshire, and it's home to Judith Potts, a retired crossword puzzle setter in her 70s. She and her fellow murder club members refuse to be sidelined by ageism or any other bias, and follow a puzzle-solving method to outwit killers. There are 5 novels so far, starting with The Marlow Murder Club. The Charity Shop Detective Agency series by Peter Boland. Some find retirement is an opportunity to give back to society and start volunteering. This series introduces Fiona and her team of charity shop volunteers who, through their work in the shop, are tapped into all the grapevines in their local community. They use that to good effect in finding and solving crimes. You'll enjoy it for Fiona's energy and its focus on friendship, as well as the idea of having a second chance in life. Book 1 is, you guessed it, The Charity Shop Detective Agency, which came out 4 years ago. The Retired Teacher Mysteries by J.M. Hall. The worst thing about school was the stale coffee smell that seems to be unique to teachers. Well, thankfully, in this series, a trio of retired teachers meet for tea, not coffee, and, in amongst their reminiscing, sniff out crimes and the criminals behind them. Observation, patience, and ability to read people honed by naughty school children are keystones to their methods, and you'll enjoy the nostalgic vibe to these novels. Start with A Spoonful of Murder. The Miss Sharp Investigate series by Leonie Swan. I've saved the best to last because the hardback version of The Sunset Years of Agnes Sharp, first in the series, is truly beautiful. We've got a signed copy that you can win, but let's talk about the story first. Quirky and offbeat are words that best describe these mysteries. I mean, this is an author who has written about talking sheep solving crimes. But not in this series. Here we find Agnes, an older sleuth, but sharp of mind, and she's joined by the retired residents of Sunset Hall, whose investigative spirits are awakened by the discovery of a body next door. It's unconventional, but who wants more of the same, huh? Okay, so that's the 10. I think I've covered 10. I guess I'll find out when I edit this. Now what you want to know is how you can win these books. Well, here's what we'll do. I'm going to put a form online where you can enter by signing up for our brilliant weekly newsletter and answering a question, the clue to which is in this video. One lucky winner anywhere in the world will bag all 10 books. We've bought all of them, so I can say that the prize is worth nearly £100. To wrap up, please do like and subscribe, and check out the description below for all the links you need regarding winning the books and more. A big thank you for watching, and please join us again soon here on Video Evidence.